So, you want to build a financial channel that actually grows like crazy grows, right? But how do you really do it? The secret isn't just throwing random advice out there and hoping for the best. Today, we're going to unpack the exact blueprint for creating content that connects with what people are really worried about and gets them to click, watch, and subscribe.
This right here? This is the magic phrase. It's the secret sauce behind almost all of the most compelling financial content out there. Why? Because it sets up a villain, this rigged system, and then it offers a promise of victory. It says to your audience, yeah, it's tough out there, I get it, but guess what? I've got the map, and we can beat it together. This one idea, it's the foundation for everything else we're about to dive into.
Okay, so this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's what every single creator is trying to figure out. It's not just about making a video. It's about making a video that lands, that serves an audience, and that builds real momentum. And believe it or not, the answer starts by understanding the biggest mistake most of us are making. And here it is. Most of us, and I've been there too, are stuck playing the content guessing game. We're just throwing ideas at the wall, hoping something sticks. But it's frustrating, it's super inefficient, and honestly, it's the #1 reason so many channels just stall out. And here's why that guessing game almost never works. The entire financial industry, for the most part, makes money by making things seem insanely complicated. And a lot of creators, without even realizing it, do the exact same thing. Their content is too complex, too academic, and it leaves viewers feeling, well, passive and powerless. And that is the exact opposite of what you want. All right, let's peel back another layer here. The problem isn't just that the content is too complex, it's the solution most of it offers. You hear it all the time, just have more willpower, be more disciplined. But that advice, it's a trap. Let's talk about why. I mean, how perfect is this metaphor? It just nails the problem. Willpower isn't infinite, it runs out. So telling someone to just be more disciplined with their money is like putting them in a donut shop and telling them not to eat donuts. You're setting them up to fail because their entire environment is working against them. The best content gets this. So look at these two paths. On the left, you have the willpower method that most content talks about. It's a constant, exhausting struggle. But on the right, that's the system method. This is what viral content delivers. It's all about automation, about making things efficient so that the smart choice feels like the easy choice. That's the shift you want to give your viewers. So, if the guessing game and the willpower trap are the big problems, what's the solution? Well, the good news is there's a proven formula. Let's break down the actual blueprint for making content that works. Here it is, the whole thing in 3 simple steps. First, you have to start with a universal pain point, something almost everyone can relate to, like wanting to retire early or just escape the 9-to-5 grind. Second, you take that big, complex topic and you make it simple. You become the guide who cuts right through all the noise. And third, and this part is absolutely crucial, you deliver a step-by-step system. Not just vague advice, but an actual actionable plan they can follow. So why does this formula work so well? Because it gives people immediate relief. Think about it. The world of finance is stressful and full of jargon. You're giving your viewer a dose of clarity and a feeling of control. You're showing them that success isn't about some magical ability to predict the future. It's about controlling their own behavior with a few simple, proven rules. And this, right here, leads to the most powerful part of this whole strategy. A great piece of content doesn't just give your viewer information. It actually transforms their entire mindset. It causes a fundamental shift in how they see their place in the financial world. This is where most people start. They're in the consumer mindset. It's totally passive. You're just reacting to bills, reacting to the market, reacting to whatever life throws at you. You're basically a gambler at the table, just hoping for a good hand, but you have no real control over the game. But your content's real job is to shift them over to the house mindset. Think about a casino. The house never gambles, right? The house has a system. It's strategic, it's in control, and it operates by a set of rules that guarantees it wins over time. That is the feeling of empowerment you want to give people. So let's just boil it all down. Your ultimate goal as a creator isn't just to get more views. It's to create this mindset flip, to take someone from feeling like a passive passenger to feeling like the strategic, in-control house. Because when you can do that for someone, the views, the shares, the channel growth, that all just follows naturally. Okay, so we've talked about the problem, the solution, and the incredible transformation that's possible. Now let's get super practical. Let's turn all this into an action plan, a playbook you can use for your very next video.
The message is simple. It's time to stop the content guessing game. Seriously, stop throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Instead, you can start building your content with intention, using a proven framework that is designed from the ground up to connect with your audience on a really deep psychological level.
So here they are, the new rules for your content playbook. Always start with those universal pain points. Your job is to be a translator, turning complexity into simple, automated systems that don't need willpower to work. Focus on what your viewer can actually control, their behavior, not the stuff they can't, like where the stock market is going next week. Let simple, powerful frameworks do all the heavy lifting for them. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Look at your audience. What is the big, complicated, stressful problem that keeps them up at night? What are you going to tackle first? What will you turn into a simple, step-by-step system that finally gives them that feeling of relief and control they've been searching for? The answer to that question, well, that's your next viral video.